Do I have everybody's attention now?
The writing was on the wall, people. The writing was on the wall. If you were paying attention, this should not be a surprise to you. If you were paying attention, you saw this coming. Just like I did, just like I said, it was going to happen. And here we are. Now, as of right now, officially, this is just a rumor. Kotaku, despite what I think of them, they are who they are inside the gaming community. And that is a reason to take this seriously. Now, if you want to continue to deny reality, to continue to pretend like this is something that's beyond the realms of reality, then that's fine. And that's totally your prerogative. But for the rest of us who were firmly planted in the logical conclusion that this was something that very well could have happened and is not surprised by this, well, the writing was on the wall. So, as far as the details that we have right now, the leak is saying that Sony will be releasing a updated PlayStation 4.5, it's currently being called, and it will be capable of 4K resolutions, of course, at a cinematic 30 FPS at least. One would assume that they'd go for 60, but I doubt that very much. Most likely it will be a 30 FPS cinematic experience. It's just so crazy that, well, let me say, when I made those, as I get destroyed by my own equipment there, about a year ago, I put out a video declaring my intentions with getting a new console, if it was going to happen, if it wasn't, and I made it very clear that I had no intention of getting a PS4 or Xbox One with what they were currently offering. It just was not, for me, economically sound. I didn't think it was a good investment, right? And it was because the consoles were severely underpowered. Severely. I mean, it's 2006, people. And the PlayStation 4 is not hitting 1080p. The Xbox One is not hitting 1080p. I found that ridiculous. I found that unacceptable. That no, when these things were being announced, and when we finally got them, they were not able to handle 1080p. And as a matter of fact, the Xbox One, couldn't go past 900p in most of its titles. Now, PlayStation fared a little bit better, unlike those noobs right there that just got murdered. But the problem remained that 1080p, 60 frames per second, for whatever reason, was beyond the capability of the current gen consoles. So I did not think getting a console was the best move. Instead, as you know, I got a PC, and it was indeed the better move. Now, looking back, hearing what we hear now, and looking back, they definitely released a product that they could have made better. There's no question right now, if this comes to 100% fruition, which it will, that they released a very watered down product for not only even the first I forgot what they call it, the people who buy things like impulsively. Not even for them, but I mean just in general. They really wanted to push this thing and sell it. And if for some reason, you weren't fooled by them, then good on you. But I mean, they were, this looked like their original offering. But as we can see now, with them probably offering a PS4 capable of 4K, we know that, yeah, indeed, they could have done better. I mean, skipping 1080p? Really? Yeah. The writing is still on the wall. So a lot of you right now are thinking, Godhand, why do you believe this? All right, why are you taking this as seriously as you are? Tell us. Well, I will tell you. Like I said before, despite what I think of Kotaku, it is an industry leader when it comes to information news. Despite however I feel, the reality of the situation is as I said. Second, in the article that I have linked in the description, executive from Sony was asked about the leak, whether it was true, whether there was anything to it, and they declined to respond. They did not say no, it was not true. Now, as I've said before, whenever a politician or a major business knows something is true and cannot lie or will not lie for whatever reason, this is what they usually say. That is the line that they spin, okay? It's been done before. It's something that we can rely on. Now, yes, you want to say this is all conjecture. You want to say there's probably nothing to this. That's fine. But based on the reality of the situation, based on the history of what we've seen, those two things combined, I have a pretty strong case. So this just goes to show people, you without a doubt can trust the Godhead. You without a doubt can hear what I say and put stock on it. Yes, you can. And yes, you should. Because the PlayStation 4.5 or the PlayStation 4K will make its debut. Now, to you, Sony, I want you to listen to this part very carefully, okay? Because this can be a very big success. And it can be a very big success quite easily, I think. When you release the PlayStation 4K, make sure that you have a trade-in program. Okay? Now this is what I recommend. I recommend that you have them trade in their PS4s and have to spend no more than $150 to get a PlayStation 4K. That is your best bet. That is how you do not wake the sleeping giant that is the gaming consumer. Because I know we have a reputation of not being great consumers. We've proved that time and time again. Hell, people are still pre-ordering. So I know you don't have very much faith in our abilities to spend $1, and that's based on the reality. Based on the reality, that's acceptable. However, there's only so much that we can take. Do this right, Sony, and you will have another blockbuster. Not only that, you'll be praised as the people's champion or some nonsense like that. And of course, the media will spit it to your favor. The God Hand has spoken. The God Hand is correct. Listen to the God Hand.